Hi guys! So, a few things have occurred in the period of time that I've been gone. Number 1, I sprained my foot. Number 2, I started my junior year of high school. And number 3, I went back to my orthopedic doctor and actually found out that I broke my foot. So, there is this thing on my foot right now. So if you see the cast in Outfits of the Weeks that will be coming, you'll know what it's from. Today I'm going to be filming one video incorporating 2 new video ideas. And the first video idea is something that I wanted to try called Caffeinated Kelsey. And it sounds really cheesy, and it is really cheesy. But basically, if you can't decode what Caffeinated Kelsey means from the title, it basically just means that my name is Kelsey and I will be drinking coffee, which is not decaf. That is the first sort of concept that I'm trying to do. The second one is called Favorite Fridays, or Friday Favorites. I don't know, I'm on a roll with this alliteration thing, Caffeinated Kelsey and Friday Favorites. Because basically I'm really bad at doing monthly favorites, so I figured weekly or bi-weekly would be better for me. Because I always forget what I liked that month. I'm always just kind of like the last week of the month is what happens. It's about 10 o'clock at night. Why am I drinking coffee? Because there's never a bad time for coffee. Cheers! I also brought Diet Pepsi because we ran out of my creamer, so all we have is Land O'Lakes creamer. It's like half and half. I'm not a big fan of half and half. So it might just be a Diet Pepsi caffeinated! Woo! Yay for the first caffeinated Kelsey / Friday favorites! So I'm going to start out with the beauty favorites. Anything concerning beauty. Anything at all. The first thing that I've really been liking is my hair. That sounds weird, but you can probably see it better up here. But it is red. My next beauty favorite is actually a nail polish duo, which I have on my hands right now. I started out with OPI's Linkin Park After Dark. This is a very tiny sample of it, but that's what's on most of my fingernails. And then on my ring finger I used Wet n Wild's Mega Last in wet cement, and then over that I put a sparkly confetti sort of sparkle polish from Forever 21, and that's on my ring finger. So I've really been liking that. It looks really, really cool with rings when I wear those. The next favorite, going along with the theme of combinations of things that look nice, I have a lip duo that I've really been liking. I start out with this Mint Juleps lip scrub, and this is from Lush, in case you couldn't tell by the packaging, but it's literally, it's just, you scrub it on your lips and then you wipe it off, or you could lick it off. It doesn't matter. I personally, it depends on how lazy I'm feeling. And then I put on this Estee Lauder lipstick, which, Caitlin, if you're watching this, I know that this is yours, but you're not getting it back because I'm in love with it. It's in my soul. If you were to take it, you would be taking a piece of my soul. It is this lipstick, and it is in Rose Tea, and it's just so nice. And I'm wearing it right now, and it's just, I can never find lipsticks that are nice for my, lip tone. Not my lip tone. My, facial tone. They always just look weird, and this one looks pretty natural, and I like it a lot. So, my soulmate. So those were my beauty favorites. Now we're going to move on to the, my book favorites. I have 2 book favorites this month. Now we're going to move on to my book favorites. I have 2 of them this week. So the first one is this one, which I'm actually not reading at the moment, but I had this book. It's an Ellen Hopkins book, but I actually already returned the one that I had read that I wanted to talk about. But I did read Identical by her, and Identical was so good. It's about these 2 twins named Kaylee and Rayanne, and they have a lot of family problems, a lot of personal problems. And if you guys have read this book, or if you know Helen Hopkins, or if you don't, you will not see the ending coming. You do not see this ending coming. My friend told me that, and I was like, okay, well maybe somebody dies in the end and stuff. Nope. Nobody dies. Nobody dies. In case you're reading that at the moment, nobody dies. It is a big plot twist. The next book favorite is Miss Peregrine's Home for Peculiar Children. I finished this last weekend at the beach, and I loved it so much that I went to my librarian and I was like, can you look up if Ransom Riggs, the guy that wrote this, is planning to make this into a series, because the end of the book really sets it up for a sequel, but I don't know. And she looked it up, and on Goodreads.com, it is called Miss Peregrine's #1, which usually means that there's going to be a #2 or a #3 or whatever, how many they decide to make. So I'm so excited for this. Oh my gosh. This is not really working out for a caffeinated Kelsey. So now I'm going to move on to my TV show favorites. I have 3 TV shows, but oh my gosh, I'm so excited about all 3 of these. You don't even know. Of your life, finding out what they do. The first one is Under the Dome. I definitely am contemplating picking up the book. I've never read a Stephen King book, believe it or not. I've tried to read 11/22/63. I have it. It's hardcover. It's very interesting, but the book is so long, and I can handle long books. But the way he details everything, it's so much in detail that it kind of overflows my brain. And usually I'm all for detail, but it just can't do it. There's only, I think, 2 or 3 episodes left now, until the summer finale. The second TV show is Supernatural, which I know you guys are probably if any of you guys are on Tumblr, the Supernatural fandom is pretty annoying. And I thought that too, and then I started watching it at the end of July once I got back from my trip, and I went through season 1 in 3 weeks. It's not good. I haven't really gotten to the heartfelt moments, but I really like it. I think it's a great show. The last TV show that I have, I don't know whether I'm happy that this is back or I'm sad that this is back. I think it's a bittersweet sort of thing. Breaking Bad came back on, and they're already halfway through the last 8 episodes, and I'm like, what? No! And everything's happening, and tread lightly, and I'm just what is going on? I mean, I don't know how to express my emotions about Breaking Bad. I never expected to be so into Breaking Bad, but I started it in November of last year, and I went through the first, I think they had the first 4 seasons at that time. I went through the first 4 seasons in about the period of 4 months, so a season a month. And then they added the first 8 episodes of season 5. I think that's how it went. Yeah, and I watched those because those came out right before. I'm so emotionally attached to the show, which I'm so bad about being emotionally attached to everything, books, TV shows, movies, anything. Okay, so those were TV shows, because I keep on getting distracted, and yeah. Ooh, I have Snapchats. So now I'm gonna move on to movies that I've watched this month. Obviously, The Great Gatsby, not this month, this week. The Great Gatsby came out last week, or 2 weeks ago, I can't remember. August 27th, I think, was when it came out, right? I think. And I watched it twice since I got it, and I saw it twice in theaters, and I read the book 3 times, and I think I have a problem. I haven't seen that many movies. I think I saw We're the Millers with my dad while we were at the beach. It wasn't that it was a bad movie, it's just that it was a lot more crude humor than I thought. I thought it was going to be more funny, instead of just dirty jokes sort of things and saying penis a lot. Yeah, that's just basically what it did. So the first thing that I've really been liking is Lorde. I don't know, the girl from I think New Zealand or Australia, I can't remember. She sings Royals, and I've really been liking that whole kind of album thing that she has. What is it? The Love Club, her EP, and I really like the Love Club and Bravado and all those sort of things. Another one off the top of my head is ZZ Ward. Amazing, sassy, feel-good girl songs. If you want songs to dance out to and be like, I am the woman. You have to listen to ZZ Ward. I promise you her songs make you happy. If they don't, you're probably a very cynical person, and you probably should go to a therapist and have them, you know, dissect all of your emotional distress and whatnot. I hope you guys liked this Friday favorite thing. Obviously, it's not going to be this long every single time. This was just more of an accumulation of things that I've been liking in July and August and everything. It's just everything sort of combined. So I hope that you guys like this. I think that's like the third time I've said it. But I will talk to you guys in my next video. Bye!
I am on my way, I am on my way, I am on my way back to where I started.